Internet. I'm actually doing this on my phone, specifically because I'm curious to test if I'm going to get a decent upload rate or not. I don't know if I'm gonna. I've been having problems since Friday afternoon. It is currently, by the way, Sunday, February 28th. I'm sorry that there have not been as many vlogs on the third channel. I really need to get back into the habit of them. But post PAX South, I have just been in this really weird kind of a constantly feeling like I've been in catch-up mode. I think I'm getting there though. And I am going to do I did record a PAX South vlog and then forgot to edit and post it. Don't know. But since Friday afternoon, YouTube's ingestion servers have been sick. The ingestion servers for YouTube are basically the endpoint. That's where everything comes into their network, where everything gets processed. The ingestion server is where live streaming starts, where you upload your videos. They receive all it is the primary point for them to ingest content. Well, it's been pretty terrible since Friday late afternoon. I started doing some uploads in preparation for Saturday. I try to stay at least a day ahead of time. Don't always succeed. And sure enough, my upload times would get longer and longer and longer and longer. And it's been that way all weekend. It still is. Right now, I've got an upload that I started at 9 a.m. this morning, and it's now currently 10:30 at night. And it's just now hitting 92%. And the time is just now starting to increase. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like for next week because I can't just keep recording and rendering and hoping that they're going to eventually fix this problem. I'm going to get such a backlog of stuff I have to upload. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it gets better on Monday. But the whole weekend has been kind of a wash. I was going to record some extra Forgecraft 2 last weekend. They had problems. I was going to record some extra Forgecraft 1. This weekend they had problems. So I don't know what to make of the entire situation. So yeah, let's see. What has been going on? In the grand scheme of things, that's what I've been fighting all weekend. A couple of weekends ago, actually, I got involved in the Division, Tom Clancy's The Division, open beta, and I really didn't expect to like that game. I didn't think it was going to be good. It's a shooter, but it's actually more of an MMORPG shooter than it is a standard shooter. Well, an RPG. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's massively multiplayer. It's largely multiplayer, mostly multiplayer. And it's basically kind of an open world within a certain reason that takes place in New York after an apocalyptic event has happened, a virus that spread and started causing chaos in society, and basically society crumbled because people were dying so fast. The people that have survived are now either immune or having to stave off surviving from this virus while the rest of societal infrastructure is basically shot. It's not quite like Mad Max Wasteland style. I mean, it's New York, but it's like New York after, let's say some really horrible murderous brand of influenza breaks out, or like if there was an Ebola outbreak and in New York, and the city itself starts to crumble in terms of people and services and everything else, and people just go crazy. It's a real interesting game. I really did like the setting. I like the action. It ended up being a lot more my speed than I thought. There's character progression, skill sets, all sorts of great stuff. They've got gear in it that you can get and upgrade yourself with. It's really fun, so I'm actually going to invest in it. It launches March 8th. I'm going to grab it and probably the season pass as well. Yeah. But Ubisoft also, by the way. But that has been the focus of my attention. I've been getting into, of course, a lot of Overwatch by Blizzard. I'm not a part of the beta yet. I wish I was, but I'm hoping that maybe I'll get invited at some point soon, because basically it's gotten to the point now to where I cannot watch any more content about Overwatch. I have been in a wait state for that game for too long. I bought it. I'm going to step back and then be pleasantly surprised when it comes out eventually and I can actually play it, whether that's in beta, closed beta, invite, or whether it's open beta and release. I have bought that game. I am now waiting for it to basically just unlock, and I'm going to try my best to ignore it until then, because it just makes me more and more cranky that I don't have access to it, etc., etc. Yeah. Let's see. I have started dual streaming again when I do live stream. I've tried doing some Friday community live streams with mini games, but they're actually hard to do because all these mini games that get released are different versions of Minecraft, and some work on 1.7.10, some are 1.7.2, some are 1.6.4, some are 1.5.2, etc., etc. And it's hard to keep track of which ones are made for what Minecraft version. They do not always cross-cooperate because there are changes to redstone behavior or changes to commands and command blocks. So a lot of stuff stops working in the older ones. And also, quite often, the map makers don't label them. They don't tell you what version of Minecraft it's actually for. And it's very frustrating. I tried doing Minecraft Realms, but Minecraft Realms is so under horsepowered that quite often busier minigame maps like Missile Wars Missile Wars with 4 or 5 people on each team, 8 to 10 people total, would really press things for running and for keeping up, and it got pretty bad. So I canceled my Realms account. Well, it turns out that was probably very timely because they're updating Realms to 1.9, which means they're going to remove all the adventure maps and all the minigames and update the Realms to 1.9. So none of the maps will work anymore. They're going to have to get re-updated by somebody and resubmitted. So I tried to get some of those maps to work on my server, but I couldn't because they were buggy or we kept running across problems. Some redstone wasn't firing, something like that. I'm going to keep working at it, but for right now, I don't know what I'm going to do if I kept doing community live streams. Because a lot of the servers like Hypixel and stuff here in Texas, I get really horrible connections to Hypixel. It just doesn't work. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. It's running at about 7.5 minutes. This is mostly a test video. I'm going to upload it and see what it's like, see what kind of upload speeds I get. I'm curious to see if this ingestion problem is YouTube now, still, or Comcast. I know tons of other people had the problem yesterday and Friday, but a lot of people that I talked to that were having the issue yesterday weren't having it today, namely T-Love Tech. So I'm wondering if it's still an issue now because of Comcast. We'll see. I will catch you folks later. I really am going to try and start doing some more vlogs. If this comes out good and it's a good format, I might start doing it more on the camera, on the phone. We'll see. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.